from the outlaws. It's your boy Al Capone. What's that? And this bootleg the Rock Capone from the Dayton family. Baby, this your boy Uncle Luke. What up, y'all? This is E-Shop. Yo, what's up? This your boy C-Murder, and I'm chilling with my boy Scott Beta, and you're listening to the Murder Master Music Show. Is the hottest thing out right now, you heard me? Keep it true.
Episode 160 of the Murder Master Music Show. Got one hell of a guest here tonight. This is, well, first off, let me bring in my co-host, Mac J. How you doing, Mac?
Good with the press. I'm good.
Yeah, we got, for those of you listen, yeah, you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Hopefully we won't have no technical difficulties with this bullshit-ass blog talk tonight. But we got one of the, you know what I'm saying, to me, one of the hardest revolutionary rappers there is. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Public Enemy came out, obviously, made a huge impact. You know, but Paris, when he came out, man, 89, 90, his shit was just so in your face, you couldn't help but to take notice. You know, I was a white kid growing up seeing it, and I was like, wow, man, you know what I'm saying? This is powerful shit. You know, and it really resonated with a lot of folks. And and then the Bush Killer. You know, we're going to get into that, too.
Mm-hmm.
The infamous cover that got banned. He was behind a tree about to snipe out old man Bush.
He probably was like one of the first ones to be getting his songs banned from and the videos from MTV and all that. They used to hate on him back in the day and shit. I remember that shit.
Oh, yeah.
We ain't forgot.
No. We definitely ain't forgot. Let's bring him on right now, the one, the only Paris. How you doing, brother?
Hey, what's going on? Peace.
Man, a huge honor to not only add you to the archive, but just to be able to interview you again, man. Recently, you put out a video, Night of the Long Knives, and got a lot of attention real quick, basically due to what's going on.
Right.
Is that what made you want to put that song out there? Because it's powerful as hell.
Oh, right on, man. I appreciate that. Thank you. Well, you know, that railing against the police is not new to me for anybody that's followed my career. And what I'm noticing is just a kind of a stagnant period that we got going on in hip-hop. There's a lull in folks, you know, speaking on issues. And for those that do speak on issues, it's too hard to find them. Shit, you know, because the airwaves and the TV waves, you know, both for TV shows and for radio. If that's what you relying on to get your hip hop, then I feel for you, because there's only really a handful of people that get exposure on these major outlets, and so there is material that speaks to how people feel out there. You just have to look for it harder than you ever had to look for it before. So, you know, thank God for the internet and for YouTube, honestly, you know. But the trouble really is, though, that there's a glut of material, and you really got to fish for what you're looking for. So that's kind of why I started Gorilla Funk after 9/11 to reach out, you know, to like-minded artists and to be able to allow us an avenue by which to reach people. So what happened was a few years back I had a record called Sonic Jihad, which was in response to what I believe to be the self-inflicted wound of 9/11.
The false flag attack.
Right, exactly. And what ended up happening was, you know, of course, there was a huge blowback against that project and against anybody that was voicing dissent in that era of fake patriotism right after that event, because, you know, the media, everything was USA first, everything was we could do no wrong, Bush could do no wrong, you know, green light and blank check, green lights and blank checks for any kind of war effort, for any kind of suppression of dissent, for any kind of tactics to supposedly keep us safe. You know, we wholeheartedly embraced, and any artist that came out that was speaking against that got shut down. And in any genre, you know, hip hop has been, for the most part, overall, has been brain dead for quite a while, and has been kept artificially young and artificially dumb for quite a while. And so it wasn't really a surprise to me that there weren't a lot of voices in hip hop. But, you know, when the Dixie Chicks get shut down, you know, and when some of these rock acts that I know have a history of speaking out and raging against the machine, so to speak, when they started getting shut down, and when distributors that I could traditionally rely on to distribute my material, because I'm a pretty consistent seller, even in these times where everybody is stealing everything. When I started having issues getting put out, then I had to take a closer look at what was going on. And I had to make that record available through Germany and through a distributor in Germany and available here as an import. I've never had to go through changes like that before. And the record did well, and Gorilla Funk expanded, and I ended up getting a deal with EMI behind it as a result of its success. And then I started reaching out to my comrades, basically, to Public Enemy and Dead Prez and Immortal Technique and Cam and T-Cash and all the people that I've been dealing with for some time now, and basically started putting out projects that featured their material because it was really difficult to be heard. So Here we are.
Yeah, and here we are. It's been 25 years since The Devil Made Me Do It, and things haven't changed. Matter of fact, it's gotten worse.
You're killing me, man.
Yeah,
you're right. It has been. It's been quite a while, man. Somebody sent me said it was a 20-year anniversary of Gorilla Funk, like a couple of days ago, or whenever that was. I think it might have been my partner. Right on. And still here and still unapologetic and unwavering in my conviction. And I think that is the thing that resonates the most with people. It's like this cat is still doing it and still representing what he believes in and basically still staying the course. And I can't really say that for everybody, honestly.
No.
And I don't have to mention no names because those who know. But I do know that I appreciate the ability to have a voice and to speak on behalf of folks who feel voiceless. And it's very easy to feel voiceless right about now. And even in this news cycle where there's something for everybody, there's still a large group of us that really don't feel like anybody is speaking to us.
Yeah, you're right.
So
you're
hopefully
right.
I can, because you can cherry pick your news now. If you're conservative, you go to Fox. If you're liberal, you go to MSNBC. If you're kind of in the middle, you go to CNN. And you can hear whatever reaffirms how you already feel, no matter what, right? So if you pro police and you kind of think every black man is a thug anyway, and you want that party line told, you go on over to Fox and you get your fill. If you are on the opposite side of the coin and you lean toward whatever liberal argument that happens to be out there, you go to MSNBC, you get your fill, right? And these entities are set up to profit off the fact that people are predisposed to feel certain ways and will gravitate towards what it is that makes them comfortable. And that's why we have such a huge political divide. That's why we have such a huge racial divide in this country. That's why so many things remain in a constant state of tension, because there's money to be made off of tension.
Yeah.
And and there's money and exploitation to be had by disunity. And so, if you recognize the signs, you can really pick up on that and navigate your way around that. And that's pretty much what I've been doing my whole career.
You got to be open-minded, and you got to be willing to see past the media spin, which creates division. Like right now, like there's the injustice that happened to Michael Brown and the injustice that happened to Mr. Green, people are spinning it into black and white. So you got a bunch of ignorant white people on some racist shit. I've seen ignorant black people on some racist shit. I'm part of the group in the middle. You know what I mean? Where it's white, it's black, it's Latino, it's Asian, and we're all like fed up and angry. You know what I'm saying? And I know you're in that fucking middle too. You're in that group that's just like, okay, this is right, this is wrong, this needs to be addressed. You know what I'm saying?
And they've been doing shit to motherfuckers, man.
You know what I'm saying? You can create the division and profit from it, and that's where that's what you see on TV. That's what you see with the Sharptons and You know, you can fill in the blank, man. It doesn't really even matter. I don't even need to call nobody out. You know, it's like there are people who are set up to benefit from these types of situations, and people say, well, you know, our do nothing Congress, you know, our system is our system is not broken. Our system is doing exactly what it's set up to do, and that's what people don't realize. You know, Congress is supposed to be in limbo and ineffective. Because in limbo and ineffective maintains the status quo.
Yeah.
There is no change.
You sure know what to say with that.
You know
this shit been going on. This ain't no new shit. People acting like it's new shit, but you know, like I'm here in St. Louis, and these folks, you know, you got a whole lot of people split because you got, when they try to say it's a racial divide, it's causing divide in between the same races, because you got some black folks that they ain't feeling what the other black folks feeling, and then you got, you know what I'm saying. So you got a lot of people looking at it this way. I always look at that looting shit. That's all criminal opportunists. Anybody would do that if they know the police all on that street and they can steal shit over here. Everybody that steals shit gonna go to that area, but that might not necessarily mean they had nothing to do with the protest. But because people are protesting, they're gonna take advantage of that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Some people fed up.
Opportunism. That's the opportunism.
You know what I'm saying? They just they looking at an opportunity.
By a certain point though too, is that to me there's very little that is effective about a protest. Yeah. That's just you know, I think that exists as a way for people to vent, for people to be around like-minded folks. And I think it is a way to control and contain anger that we'll feel. So when you talk about protests, you know, okay, we have protests, but shit, man, you know, everything that I've seen that we've ever protested, the things that we're railing against occur anyway.
Yeah.
Shit, we protested the Iraq War. I mean, and I remember the lead up to that, and I remember, you know, Colin Powell reading his little bullshit statement to the United Nations and making the argument for us going to war in Iraq. And I remember millions of people in cities around the world, and specifically millions of people in the United States, though, in Chicago and Detroit and L.A. and up here in the Bay and New York, and people were in the streets, I mean, hella deep, saying don't do it, you know, and elected officials didn't listen. And so the end result is that they did what they want to do anyway, which is usually the case, you know, like Obama's bombing shit, babies, you know. It's like, okay, well, I disagree with that shit, and you don't get a pass because you're black fucking with me, you know, but they do what they want to do.
Right.
And so the only thing that a protest for me really does is potentially has me interacting with the police in a way that I don't want to.
Exactly,
you know what I'm saying?
Man.
I don't want. I'm not trying to interact
and these folks
them.
they got that shit. They proven they got all the military shit. They got that shit.
Exactly.
I've seen
I'm not trying
with
to.
my own eyes.
There's no way that you're gonna win in a one-on-one situation. And I mean, if you want to get some guerrilla shit going, that guerrilla warfare, like the overthrow of Batista's regime in Cuba, for example, was guerrilla warfare. That was the will of the people handling business that they had to do, but that was sniper attacks, and it was a whole different approach. It wasn't just like a straight up one-on-one, let's get it on thing, because we'll get murked doing that. And what I'm trying to make people realize is that, okay, you know, when you protest, 9 times out of 10, you asking permission for your protest. You got to get a permit. You got to show up. People putting all the information on social media about where they're gonna meet to protest and all that shit is just it's absolutely ineffective to me.
Gives the police time to gather their troops.
And COINTELPRO, if you're not up on it, I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody that's listening to this show is up on what COINTELPRO is, and that is in effect, that's a very real phenomenon that I think people who are a part of the narcissistic culture that we live in completely miss out on. Yeah. You know, and if you're on social media, you got some narcissism about you. You do. I mean, shit, everybody is guilty of it. Everybody wants to put their best foot forward. Everybody wants to get that right picture and all that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? And that is the nature of the social media beast. And and if you're on there, then of course, more often than not, you're sharing more information than you need to. you know, and putting your business out there, and there's a kind of a component of narcissism to the younger generation that is cool with being hood famous. You know, they want to get as many views as possible on whatever silly shit they post, you know, and that is what ends up hooking them. So you have a video, you put it out, it goes viral, and then, you know, you're trying to feed the beast. And you're trying to make more, and you're trying to get more hits. You're trying to be more, you know. And sadly, a lot of young ladies think they can go the Kim Kardashian route, and put something together like that for them and get famous. And it's just that's an exception to the rule, you know. And I think that a lot of times, well, I know for a fact that a lot of times things that you post online come back to bite you in the ass later. It can with employers. It can with law enforcement. You know, I had a homeboy that got killed out here at in outside of Stockton in Lathrop, which is I don't know, about 45 minutes east of the Bay, and he got shot outside at a club outside in the parking lot after a rap show, and the fool that did it posted a bunch of shit online, bragging and shit on YouTube, and got hemmed up as a result of basically telling on himself. And so that's a perfect example of
he first 48 is with the quickness.
Yeah,
you know
that's
what I'm saying.
A perfect example of what we did.
Rest in peace to your homie, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right on. Thank you.
It's fucked up.
Yeah.
But that's the type of world we live in. And that's the type of shit that happened. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like out here, it ain't no surprise that Mike Brown got killed by a police officer, man. They do this shit all the time, man. But when they twisted it and spent it and they hit an agenda because of the social media. So many people posted that shit and it went viral real quick. They had to sensationalize it, so to speak.
But I mean,
to the point where
and it needs
because
to be
for real, like the first riot, for real, this other riot wasn't shit. But the first part, that's when the police really show you what they're capable of and what they do. So I wasn't surprised by the verdict shit, and man, that was they planned all that shit was set up, man.
Well, another guy, not to
believe.
cut you guys off, but another guy. Do you guys remember the man with Down syndrome in the movie theater? Who the cops? He didn't want to leave the movie theater, so the cops got on top of him and suffocated him, kind of like they did Mr. Green, and no indictment. No indictment. So they're killing people with Down syndrome. They're killing children, you know, like the 12-year-old boy in Cleveland. At what point, Paris, you know what I'm saying, do the people have finally had enough, or do you think that the people are just too far brainwashed that they can never gather?
Honestly, I think that there right now exist too many outlets for people to vent their, you know, social media, for example. People feel like that, you know, that this Twitter activism that's going on, like that's actually doing something to improve people's condition, and it doesn't, you know. But it's a way to placate people, and it's a way to make you feel as though you're being involved in something. You know, some shit about a hashtag. What the fuck is that? You know, stop this motherfuckers from shooting us. That's what I'm talking about. You know, and the hashtag thing, and you know, this kind of armchair activism shit that people do is a way to make folks feel. So you know, is a way to make you feel better about yourself. Is a way to make people be in like-minded company. You know, and a way to make people feel as though they're overcoming the inertia of sitting around and doing nothing, and it's not. That's not the case. It's like a online petition. You know how many online petitions I get in my email? Save such and such a spotted owl or some bullshit. You know, and it's like none of that means anything. It really doesn't, you know, and the reality is we cry, we jump up and down and act a fool in public. And I'm not taking away anything from how people feel, because I know people feel, you know, of very real emotions surrounding this, right? But I also know that a lot of the outlets that we've been afforded exist so that we can only vent, and nothing concrete happens as a result. You know, you have Obama come out, he'll make a speech, sing some Al Green or some shit for you, and then go on about your business. And
shuck and jive.
Or for example, the shit in Ferguson. They wait all this time until right before Thanksgiving. People tired of being out there. They're cold.
Yeah, it snowed the day before Thanksgiving. Like the whole setup was crazy. And they didn't even have an army where they should have been at. The army was in front of banks.
Is that if they're planning strategically, deciding when the most opportune moment is to reveal everything, they're going to wait. They're going to wait until people who have pre-existing obligations to family, and travel and all that. They're not trying to be down there through Thanksgiving. So you got to decide on what's more important, your protest or your turkey. They take all of that into account. And what I'm saying is these permits these are protests, again, that you have to get a permit to have in the first place, exist for the most part to make people have the opportunity to vent, and to squash anger, and to basically mute the outrage of the people.
And like you said, with the permit that you got to get, you got to pay for that permit too, right? So these permits, somebody they exchanging dollars somewhere.
I have no idea. I never applied for a permit, but I know you got to get it because they'll say it's unlawful assembly, and then they'll roll you up for that. And being as we already have an adverse relationship with the police, I'm not trying to mix it up with them on some bullshit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
they're so in line. Cause that's what I was on. That's what I've been on here. When the shit hit the fan, I'm moving out the way, man, because I already know what they do. They already showed me. I'm 36 years old, so I done seen enough to know what the fuck they do. You know what I'm saying?
And
I just try to teach my kids how to move around when shit going down, and to keep their eyes open, and don't just fall for nothing. Don't be that dude that's just running out there, because you had people coming from other places that had nothing to do with Ferguson. Don't live nowhere. Don't live nowhere out here. They can go home at night, but them people still got to live there. You know what I'm saying?
They do that shit in Oakland. They do that shit in L.A. and Frisco. They do that everywhere.
Yeah, right now
Humboldt
Berkeley
shit coming down to Oakland. Yeah, exactly. So that's not that phenomenon has been in effect, and police brutality has been in effect. It's just we now have this 24-hour news cycle, and we have this social media that hits everything and doesn't let shit die. So they could ride it till the wheels fall off, and as long as something else bigger doesn't come around, it's going to continue to get attention.
Yeah.
Right.
That's real
you
shit.
Sure know what to say.
Well, let's give them a sample. Let's play Night of the Long Knives. And also I encourage people, go to YouTube and watch the video. Yeah. The video is very powerful.
Video.
And
this video, Night of the Long Knives, Light of the Long Knives is the first single off of the new album Pistol Politics, which comes out. Looks like it's going to be early February. I believe it's going to be the 3rd of February if I can't get it moved up a little bit sooner. It's going to depend on my distributor. But basically it's about police brutality and what I believe the response to police brutality is, and that's an eye for an eye. I believe that with all of my heart. It's not a gimmick. It is conviction that I have. I believe that everything else is lip service. And I think that we are now at a point in time where the obvious has to be acknowledged, and that is we are dying at the hands of police, and everything else short of armed resistance in response to that is bullshit. So this is Night of the Long Knives, a Murder Master music show.
Yeah.
Fuck 'em. Nigga. Shit. Fucking. Fucking. Shit.
Hell of a fucking song. And for those of you that haven't seen the video, please go to YouTube. Check out their video. I really appreciate Paris.
Go to Gorilla Funk, better
posted
yet. Just
the pictures of all the people too. That were,
it's a tribute. It's a statement against police brutality. The video shows, a lot of instances of police brutality. Then the video shows what I believe is the most effective response to that, and then it shows, the people that we have lost along the way, in a moving tribute. Because a lot of times, in all this conversation about police brutality, we forget the victims.
Yeah.
There's more talk about, Darren Wilson than it is about Mike Brown, which is sad, but it's true. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so it's necessary to keep the focus. And for anybody that wants to see the video and anybody that wants to be a part of a community that demands more from entertainment, specifically from hip-hop, and who wants, some shit that speaks to how you feel, hit me up at GorillaFunk.com. That's GUERRILLA, GorillaFunk.com. And the video is there, a bunch of other shit is there. A lot of the artists that you love and have come to expect a lot from are there. Come get with us.
Submit your email, and you'll have them on the mailing list. And you have a hell of a store, too. I encourage you guys. He's got the whole back catalog up there. And this is what I really like, too. You got the OG Bush Killer cover up there, with the enemy.
Yeah.
Now, tell the story for the people that don't know about that.
That's funny, man, because I hit up Ice-T and shit, what, I guess about a week and a half ago. Because I just got on Twitter. So anybody that hit me up on Twitter and they're like, well, shit, he don't have any followers because I just joined, motherfucker. That's why. I only been on there like 2 weeks.
Right.
And I went on there and, instantly started reconnecting with a lot of cats I ain't been in touch with in a long time, and Ice-T was one of them. And it was a whole thing going down memory lane because we both got kicked off of Warner Brothers at the same time. Back in the early 90s, he got kicked off for Cop Killer. I got kicked off for Bush Killer. And it was a particular point in time when the powers that be, as cliche as that sounds, started realizing that hip hop does speak to people and influences people, and the political voices that were being heard in hip hop were having a very real effect on the youth back then. And we started, very slowly and very insidiously started seeing a move away from positivity and consciousness to more gangsterism, and that's something that has plagued our communities to this day. And that's not saying I want everything to be like me or to be, righteous and whatnot, because I don't. I think there's room for everybody. I don't want everything sounding the same. I just want there to be balance, and that's why I created Gorilla Funk. I ain't got to speak on anybody else and shit on nobody, I just do what I do, and for those that want to come along for the ride, then come get with me.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, you got to respect that because you're offering people a lane, that's different from what everybody else is doing. Everybody else wants to put out a song of a remix of Wiz Khalifa or whoever the fuck any of these guys are, and here you are.
I don't demean any of that. I think that, like I said, I think there's room for everybody, and I think that, but what I do know is that oftentimes music dictates the streets and not the other way around. And the power that art yields can't be underestimated. A lot of times kids know the words to every song, but they don't know words to, they don't know the words to popular songs, but they don't know words to their school shit, their lessons or whatnot. They listen to their musical heroes or their cinematic heroes, and what they say, what their heroes say is law. Oftentimes more so than their parents, definitely more than their teachers and clergy and anybody else that should have influence in their life. A lot of times, the entertainment is what people emulate. That's what you try to be now. That's the shit that speaks to your being. And if it's good art, if it's effective art, it really can move you in one way or another. I get hella letters from people saying, I grew up on your shit, and man, thank you for the most part for showing me that there's that there is a different way, that there was a different train of thought that I could have, that, for opening my mind up to being about myself and having knowledge of self as opposed to just going for the usual. and that shit is always sobering, and it always just kind of keeps me humble. You know, I really am very, very thankful to still be able to reach folks. You know, and to have people that are checking for me. So all is appreciated.
Yeah, definitely. You got longevity in the game. You know, and you put out a lot of.
Not like LL or some shit, but you know, I'm trying.
Yeah. Well, Conscious Daughters. I remember you put out the Pooh Man record back in the day. So you cover all aspects of the game. Now, me and you, we were talking the other day about, you making this video.
Right.
This is amazing visuals. Again, people go to YouTube and check it out, Night of the Long Knives. But what's in the future for you as far as film goes?
Well, I think that's the final frontier, honestly. You know, I love music. I got music in my blood. I mean, I've been doing it since I was a child, and I'll probably always continue to make music that I feel has something to say. You know, when I run out of things to say, then I'll stop making music. But music has been cannibalized, and the outlets have imploded and basically shrunk down to such a select few that it really is not viable to just simply be a musical entity nowadays. It's not possible, and you have to diversify and you have to have more things going on. I'm not trying to sell perfume and sneakers and all that shit. So, and I still want to to have a creative outlet, and that creative outlet is looking more and more like it's going to be film. And so, it's basically ammoing up and getting shit together and reaching out for folks that one of the good things about having been in the game since the late 80s basically is that I got hella contacts, and hella folks that I could reach out to and basically put a plan of attack together, and things seem to be going well. And and some of these most recent videos, the Don't Stop the Movement video, thanks to my man Corey Shaw, that is 3D modeling and chroma keying and green screen imagery and all that. So you make these videos that are very inexpensive, look like they cost hella money. Now the same thing with Night of the Long Knives. It's like there's an approach that you have to take to basically get the most bang for your buck, because everything that you create is digitizable and it's going to be shared for free anyway. That's just the reality of shit, So you want to be able to be sure that you can stack the deck with quality content that people can get into, and filmmaking, not documentary films, because I'm cool on that. I'm talking about feature length motion pictures is the direction I'm trying to go in. My distribution is still Universal, and I think Universal knows a little something about movie making. So shit, we'll see if I can't bridge that gap. Yeah, definitely. From looking at the video, I can definitely tell you got a bright future ahead in filmmaking for sure. Because, it looked like, if that video was in, let's say, 2000, even 2002, it would have probably cost $1.5 million to make. Hey, maybe so. I appreciate that. Well, shit, with good folks like you giving me shine, man, shit, then maybe somebody actually be aware.
But if you're listening out there, put some money behind this guy. He knows what the fuck he's doing. A very, very powerful video. And Pistol Politics, you said you're looking to drop that in February. You sent me a couple more tracks. Do you care if I play another one, or?
No, well, those are not from Pistol Politics. Some of those are from Acid Reflex, which was my last record, and I think one of them is from Sonic Jihad. Evil is from Sonic Jihad. The other ones are from Acid Reflex, which are all available at GorillaFunk.com. I don't know what you're about to queue up, but whatever it is, it'll slap for the moment. So go for it.
Definitely. We'll probably go with Evil, but I just want to touch on this first too.
Right.
For those of you that don't know, you put out projects with Public Enemy. You're on Rock and Roll Hall of Fame members, Public Enemy. Man, what was it like working with Chuck? And was Griff involved at all, or was it just
Griff
Chuck?
was involved. Griff is my man. All of them are good folks. I mean, shit, we really started together because Chuck saw Break the Grip of Shame, which was my very first single ever when I was on Tommy Boy, and we did a video for Break the Grip of Shame, and he saw it, and he wanted to get with my team to direct a video of theirs called Anti-Nigga Machine, which was on, I want to say Fear of a Black Planet, but I could be wrong. But Anti-Nigga Machine was their single, and he, had me do a cameo in it. And that was kind of the beginning, at the very beginning, the inception of my career. So he reached out for me out the gate, and I think that the fact that we didn't collab a lot sooner was just basically due to distance. This is before social media and all that, when cats actually had to pick the phone up. Hey man, what's happening? My cassette is coming out tomorrow. It wasn't I'm gonna email you some MP3s and shit. It was like, hey man, CDs.
You had to mail that shit overnight or something.
Exactly. But everybody has always been cool. And I flew out to Long Island. I approached Chuck about being on Sonic Jihad. Let me back that up. Johnny Juice, who is one of his DJs and production partners, they were working on a song on Revolverlution, which was one of their albums a few albums ago. And asked me to be on it, and I said, yeah. And then Sonic Jihad came out, and I asked them to be on that, and they said, yeah. And then I caught Chuck when he was out here in the Bay, and I was like, look, man, I said, this shit is a long time coming. I said, you have a lot of like-minded cats that need to be getting together and collaborating. Me and Dead Prayers, Cam and shit, Immortal Technique, and all these dudes that were kind of coming from this one particular direction, but did not have unity and there was no kind of cohesive approach to how we all interacted. So I said, this would be a major statement for us to all get down. And he was like, well, the only way it's gonna happen is if you write it and put it together. And I was like, shit, say no more. So I did my best Chuck impression and got a lot of songs together, and then sent them out there. You learn them. We went out to Long Island and recorded them in the studio, him and Griff, and Flav was not a part of it. All of Flav's parts were pre-existing parts because I guess he's not as active in the group as he used to be. Plus, he had some reality shit to do, whatever the hell he was doing, Strange Love or something. So we put it together, and Rebirth of a Nation was born.
And MC Ren on there, I believe.
Yeah, the daughters, MC Ren, Cam, Immortal Technique, Dead Prayers, me and PE.
That's amazing. That's a hell of a record. I mean, that right there is revolutionary hip hop at its finest.
I appreciate it. I'm to the point now where I kind of got a bucket list of shit I want to do too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like I got a George Clinton album that I produced that I'm gonna be putting out. I haven't announced all of this shit yet, but I got a George Clinton album that,
Wow.
Supposed to have some inroads to Stevie Wonder. So I'm trying to just like break bread with cats that I've been wanting to deal with for a long time. I just hollered at Trey D the other day. I'm a huge Eastsiders fan. Contrary to what people might be thinking I'm into, I love that shit. I think that shit is slapping, right? So Trey D hit me up on Twitter, and we start chopping it up, and I think we're going to do something together. And
Prayers, we need to get them on the show, too.
I'll send that info over. But,
much appreciated.
I was always saying, gangsters make the coldest revolutionaries when they turn. And I think there's a lot of mileage and shit to be had out of that situation, So
hell yeah.
We're gonna see what's happening.
Hell yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing that then too.
Yeah.
I would love to. I would actually love to see you do something in the future with K Reno if possible.
I keep hearing about. I hit him up and shit, and friended him and whatnot, and we backed and forth just a little bit. And I keep hearing about him, but I never heard him. And we'll touch down in like Australia and shit, and they'd be like, "Man, who's this K Reno dude?" Boop boop boop. I was like, "Well, I got to figure out. I got to find out what he's about." So everybody is bound to happen because everybody is pushing us in that direction.
Yeah.
Yeah, Reno, he's the truth with that shit.
I'll send you some links to some of his songs because they're very powerful. You know,
yeah, I'm gonna seek him out. I'm gonna seek it out. You don't even have to do that. I'm gonna go online, and that's the one beautiful thing about the record store that is YouTube. Is you can go and find whatever fuck you're looking for. You just have to look for it, right?
You can
Right,
watch old
exactly.
episodes
That's the
of Tales
issue.
from the Dark
That's
Side
the
if you
issue.
want
You know,
to.
like you could walk into old school like Leopold's or Tower Records or some shit and browse, you know,
Yeah.
and leave with bags full of shit and get home, and some of it is cool and some of it isn't. But you had that shopping experience, and now it's completely different.
Exactly.
You know,
Yeah.
and you kind of got to have some kind of idea about what you're looking for before you look, unless you just got hella time to waste, and I don't. And most people don't have time to just sit on YouTube for hours and shit fucking around, you know. So I'm trying to do what I can, you know, to stand out above the pack, and part of the way that I've always done that is to take this lane.
Yeah.
You know, and just based on the response that I've gotten since this most recent video's come up. I mean, I've only been out 2 weeks, you know. I've only resurfaced for a couple weeks and shit, and the response has been overwhelming, and I know that there's a hunger out here for this kind of shit, especially with what's going on in the streets. So, appreciate it. Trust me.
It's more relevant now than it ever was. I mean,
Yeah.
we all know the problems have existed. You know what I'm saying, since the beginning of humanity, but right now, where shit looks like it's about to boil over. If you could take the America, it's like a pot of boiling water, and that shit is really about to boil over. Do you see martial law in the near future?
No, because I don't think that people are ready for any. They're not ready to challenge the system like that.
Yeah.
I don't think the will of the people poses that big a threat yet.
Not yet.
I don't.
A few years, maybe,
you know,
decades.
I don't, because people are too used to things being business as usual. You know, this once the initial impact of the rage subsides, and people go back to their placid existence.
Like
you know,
with Trayvon, no one talks about Trayvon anymore.
Exactly.
You know.
Exactly.
Yeah, I feel you on that. Well, let's give
which is sad, you know, but
no, it is
it's
because he you know what I'm saying, there's a criminal murderous scumbag running around free, and he's never going to, you know, Trayvon's never going to come back to life and be with his family again. So, you know, there's no voice for him anymore like there was. But let's give him this song, True. Tell the people about this one real quick, and we'll go into it.
True?
Yeah.
True. True is self-explanatory. It is about being true and sticking to your ideals and never wavering from what you believe in. This is a song off of Acid Reflex.
Cop that album. Remember, go to GorillaFunk.com. Get all that shit. He's got a whole store full of music for you guys. So go there, check it out. Check out you know, YouTube. But here's True. We'll be right back. Man, if you guys want some beats, if you want some verses, man, I suggest you get it Paris.
Right, that's that real shit, Pressy. See, I always like the man. That should still be. You know how I am, Press. I love for when the legends they still making classic fucking music, man. I love that shit.
Oh shit, right on, man.
That
All
shit
is
slaps.
appreciated.
And yeah, you do mixing, verses, tracks. I'm looking at the website. Man, get at them, please.
Yeah, indeed.
Get at them, and
but give me some shit that you think is appropriate, though. I can.
Exactly.
Trust me, man. I hear some.
Right,
shit,
motherfuckers
like,
just send you any kind of bullshit.
I'm like, motherfucker, you do know who you reaching out to, right? Because this shit is not for me. But
do you ever get any garbage? Like, do you ever get any people that send you some
pig's ass
whack
pork
bullshit?
It's a pig's ass pork. Hell yeah, I get a bunch of shit. But you know what, man? I think it really depends on the spirit. Because I know a lot of times cats will come at me with something that's pretty thirsty, but their spirit is strong, and they, if you really want it, and I know you're going to put the effort into it, then I'll fool with you, But if it's something where you're just going through the motions because because you can, then it's not for me.
Yeah. Now, when you put out Pooh Man back in the day, was there ever any okay, this dude's getting ready to go in on Too Short and Ed Banks and Goldie?
Actually, I didn't even know anything about that record.
Really?
We had a sub deal for my label. Well, my label is Gorilla Funk now, but back then it was Scarface, and we had a sub label deal at Scarface Records for other material that wasn't necessarily revolutionary, and that was one of the sub label deals. I didn't do the deal. This dude that used to work with us, Scott Gordon, is the one that brokered that deal, and it was what was the name of the Righteous Records, I think, was the label.
Yeah.
And they're the one. He was their artist.
Oh, okay.
So so I hadn't even really heard. I just kind of greenlit its ability to come out based on Scott giving me the thumbs up. So I never heard it.
Yeah. And that was a dope record. That was an actual dope record.
I have heard the record. Let me back that up. Of course, I've heard it, but I didn't hear it prior to it coming out. It was a lot of shit that was given a thumbs up out the gate, just to build the catalog up. From the Deep to C-Funk. So there's a lot of things that came out that didn't necessarily get a huge push either. For whatever reason, things change, objectives change, people's visions don't necessarily mesh. You know what I'm saying? So I think when all is said and done, the things that we did that people most remember that resonate with folks were the right choices. So I don't have any regrets.
Conscious Daughters.
Yeah, exactly.
Definitely.
Spice One. I did Spice One and shit, and people were like, "What? Like, why are you doing that?" And I was like, "Because dude is raw, and he's from here and shit, and his spirit was strong." I was like, "Fuck it, I'll do it."
Yeah.
So it was all good.
You did the Spice One?
I did Spice One. I did the Coup. They're songs. I didn't do full albums and shit, but I've dealt with the hell people.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You being right there. Right there in the heart of the Bay. There's so much talent there. What was it like coming up? You know what I'm saying, in the early stages of all that?
Shit. Well, I'll give you a perfect example. So, my very first show was at a club called the Night Break on Haight Street in Frisco, and I got paid $75, and it was a maximum 150 capacity. That was my very first show. My second show was for 42,000 people.
Wow.
And that was at Summer Jam. So it was a fifth gear. Go from first to fifth gear kind of a scenario back then. Where people were coming out and shit was just beating up the airwaves. The kind of music that you just finished hearing from me is the kind of shit that actually used to get played on the radio, believe it or not. You know.
It did. It did.
You know what I'm saying? And there was like room for everybody. There was, you know, E40 and Forte and Digital Underground and Hammer and, you know.
I remember seeing you in Rap City all the time.
Yeah,
you know?
Exactly. And that, but of course, that is when BET. That's, you know, before Viacom. That's before the co-opting and the corporatization of hip hop.
Yeah, that definitely was.
You know,
there's
when I could
a lot
go
more
at BET,
expression.
holler at my man. Yeah, and I could go holler at my partner. You know, Keith Michelle was one of the program directors up there. I could go holler at him. Look, man, look, this is, you know, look at this shit and tell me if you think it merits being on. And sure enough, I'd be on. And it I can't even tell you. You know, I don't even think anybody black works at BET anymore. You know, I mean, I don't. Shit, really. And everything is so different and so corporatized, you know, and hip hop is used to sell everything from burgers to sneakers and minivans and shit, you know, and it's just it's a very different environment now than it used to be.
One thing I really want to commend you on, too, is for going in on the Bushes. I mean, it's great. I love the deluxe version of Sonic Jihad. When you got the ring of fire around Bush's head, and that's part of the inspiration. When in 2011, we put out this Fuck the Illuminati compilation, right? And my brother Six, he's the younger brother of Dream out of the Bay.
Okay.
And I gave him this vision to do the cover where you have a soldier, he's coming at you, but inside the belly of a soldier is a three-headed monster. And we should have took Bush, but we took Cheney, David Rockefeller, and the Queen of England, and made this like three-headed demon and put it in the belly of the soldier. It symbolizes being the driving force of the soldier coming to get you. You know what I mean? So
right.
I definitely was inspired by cats like yourself, but I love the fact that you go in on these guys, man, and expose them for what they are. And I just want to say this too for people listening to this show. There's a wonderful documentary. It was just on TNT, or not TNT. I'm sorry, the History Channel the other day. The guy that wrote the Da Vinci Code had a show. I forget his name, but. He was talking about how Prescott Bush was a member of Skull and Bones, and during World War I, he was at Fort Sill, where Geronimo was actually buried. He was actually held captive there the last 25 years of his life, too. Well, Prescott Bush supposedly stole the man's skull, and it's sitting at the tomb in Yale, the Skull and Bones house. But, of course, they won't DNA.
They're probably drinking beer out of it or some shit.
Yeah. You know.
No, I'm not even bullshitting. That
weed out of it.
Shit, that wasn't a joke. I'm saying that's probably what they doing.
Yeah, that's real
shit. Or whatever, you know, whatever foolish, ridiculous shit that is. And, you know, it used to be a point in time when I think the mystery of that kind of thing scared a lot of people. Yeah. And I still think to a certain extent it does. Who the Illuminati, this mysterious, man, fuck them.
Yeah.
Get your soldier up, man, and quit tripping off of this bullshit. Quit being afraid of the government. Quit being afraid of the police. Quit being afraid of motherfuckers and acting like they got some kind of real power over you and shit. You know, this country is in a sad state where we are afraid of authority, and authority needs to be afraid of the people.
Yeah,
and that's the main difference. Authority needs to be afraid of the people, and they're not. You know, everybody is chasing a dollar, and you know, and people have been so squeezed economically that they feel disenfranchised and they feel powerless, but nothing could be further from the truth. We got hella power. We just have to concentrate it.
You're right. We're supposed to have the power to be able to defend ourselves against a corrupt government, and that's not happening. You know, it's definitely not happening. But Paris, I can't thank you enough for coming on the show tonight.
Shit. Right on. See, and just like you said, man, you said an hour's gonna go by hella fast, and here we are.
Yeah.
Like I just called in. Shit. Well, that's okay. I appreciate it, man.
That's how we do it. That's how we do it over here on this show, though. You know what I'm saying?
You know what, man? You're welcome.
It's so people can learn too.
You're welcome anytime. And you can even come on and co-host with us whenever you want. You know,
I heard that. Well,
You know?
I do appreciate that, and you know, it's these kind of outlets now that keep the torch burning.
Yeah.
Honestly, because you ain't gonna get it on TV, and you ain't gonna get it on the regular radio, and you're not gonna get it on, you know, most of these other internet channels and outlets. So, thank you for providing me a voice. You thanking me for coming on, but I'm saying thank you for being there, you know, and letting me, you know, say what I need to say, and others like me. So I appreciate that.
Huge honor. And one more time, if people want to get at you for beats or whatever, give them the website one more time.
Hit me up. It's gorillafunk.com, and it links to everything else. It links to YouTube and Twitter and Facebook and all that. But gorillafunk.com. Come by and subscribe and be a part of a community that demands more. There it is.
Yeah,
Yep, I'm about to subscribe right now from my phone right now.
There it is.
Give them your email, you know what I'm saying, get the latest news, and please check out, you know what I'm saying, Night of the Long Knives video. You won't regret it. And share that shit as much as possible.
Is on Gorilla Funk.
People need to see that.
Yeah,
I encourage
spread it
you guys,
around.
share that shit everywhere you can. You know, forums, blogs, get that out there as much as possible. We're gonna give them Evil, man. Why don't you take us out with this song, Evil, Paris?
Evil is from the album Sonic Jihad, and it is about the legacy of white supremacy globally, and it is basically saying it is a blow-by-blow account of what has gone down to further the cause of white supremacy, not only in America but globally. So this is Evil off of Sonic Jihad.
This is Evil, but I'm white and I'm one of the good ones. So I'm one of the good ones.
White supremacy does not mean white people necessarily.
No, I know.
White supremacy is a concept that is, you know. Well, I mean, I need to make that clear because a lot of motherfuckers, man, parents don't like white folks, and that's not the case. I love motherfuckers the way they love me.
Yeah, that's real talk.
And so if somebody comes at me respectfully, then I'm gonna return that respect. But if you come at me on that bullshit, I'm gonna bury you. And that's the page I've been on, man, since I started. So I do appreciate you, man. Thank you for having me on here, really, and providing.
Thank you, and thank you for, like we were saying, thank you for never wavering and sticking to the script with your music, because your fans like your music, and we appreciate you being you and doing what you do. Thanks a lot, Paris.
Right on. All right, be in touch, man. Y'all take care. Peace.
hell of a fucking interview, hell of a show. Bring back on Mac. That was as good as it gets over here. Shout out to Paris.
Yeah, man. On a Monday night too, you know.
Yeah, Monday night, man. Well, no rules. I mean, everybody knows. Thursday's the night, but we're going to give it to a Monday. Shout out to Waco for Googling my name and finding that horrible fuck piece that was done on me.
Waco, you motherfucker.
Yeah.
Got a bone to pick with you. You know he gonna kill you come Saturday.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Six is 6 should be on the show Friday. I'm not gonna tell y'all who's on it, but Thursday we got DJ Paul. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna make a return visit to the show. That's always fun to have DJ Paul on the show. It's a hell of a show, man. Couldn't ask for a better show. It's definitely one of my favorites that we've done. Because like I said, I've been listening to dudes' music 25 years. And for him to come out with a video in 2014, so visually powerful and visually strong.
And that video, Prez, like I said earlier, he was clutching them things in that video. He gonna.
Well, yeah. That's why I asked him, when's the shit gonna jump off? And as
man.
he said, it's not gonna happen. I believe he's right because people got it twisted. When you get on
Twitter,
so
set in their ways, man. They able to just say, I just want to get it back to normal. You always hear people saying that shit. I just want my life. Well, what the fuck is normal? If you call this shit normal, then what the fuck is you?
What the fuck?
A lot of this shit ain't
irregular. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Well, and plus, when you post on Twitter or Facebook, these CIA operative websites, when you post shit like, okay, we're going to have a protest on the corner of so-and-so at 5 p.m., you're giving these motherfuckers a heads up. You know what I mean? You're giving them time to get shit in position, to get those LRADs. I like in the song, Nine Long Knives, you hear, I believe it's the sound of the fucking LRAD. That's that. For people who don't know what that is, that stands for Long Range Acoustic Device. And what it is, it's Mac. You was telling me.
Yeah, they had them out here. They look like I call them the human dog whistles.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like when the motherfuckers start going off,
equilibrium and
they disorient you, and then at the same time they might throw flashbangs or disperse tear gas at the same time when they come up the block with the truck blasting that shit. So you got you know what I'm saying? Like you got different. And then not only when they do that, that's just to disorient you. That's not to even overcome you. They use that to get you scattered, and then they move in with the rubber bullets or whatever they got. You know what I'm saying? And I think they're gonna stop. They're gonna exchange the rubber bullets for the real deal. That's what I believe in, though.
Oh yeah. And we're at a point in time right now where. Like I was talking about earlier, the man with Down syndrome in the movie theater, they killed him. This was a couple years ago. It was on the news for 20 seconds. It was something more like we saw, on the internet, because you got to get your news sources on the internet. But I encourage people to fact check. Don't just believe anything you read. But what happened was there was this Down syndrome man. He was a overweight guy. He was in a movie theater. He didn't want to leave, and clearly, the police officer could tell that this gentleman has Down syndrome. So what do? They throw the poor guy down to the floor, get on top of him, and he basically asphyxiate the guy, kill him, and they got acquitted. So these cops are getting acquitted, it seems like, every day for another murder. And now you got the young boy in Cleveland, which the headlines on the news are, the royal couple is going to come and see LeBron James play tonight. No, that should not be bigger than what happened to the 12-year-old boy. He had a pellet gun, and if you see the video, they just roll up on this kid. They don't even give him an opportunity to put the pistol down. They just start popping him, Now I remember as a kid, I remember hearing, we had realistic guns when we were kids, before the orange tips. I'm sure you remember.
Mm-hmm.
You could go to Walmart or wherever and buy one of those silver cap
We had
guns.
actual cap guns where you were popping it. It sounded like you shooting. Pow! You know what I'm saying? Like, for real.
I remember hearing stories of cops, shooting kids back in the day too. But, like you said, this is nothing new. But we're in the day and age of the video camera where everything is filmed. And clearly, the boy was not pointing the gun at the police. You see him roll up, and he gets dropped, and he gets killed. And I saw an interview with his mom today.
Man. That's
She's wanting
horrible.
justice. But what kind of justice can you get? You know what I'm saying? If someone murks my child, there is no type of justice you can give me other than giving me your liver so I can eat it raw, like fucking Hannibal Lecter would say. That's the only kind of justice I want from you if you kill my child. I don't want you to go to jail. I want to eat your eyeballs.
I want your fucking head on a platter,
dog. I want to stick a fork in your fucking And I feel for that lady. I feel for that young boy's family because there's going to be another acquittal, folks. I mean, don't even act surprised. Don't even fucking act surprised because you know what's going to happen. And if the cop by some chance does go to trial,
they end up acquitting him anyway.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He'll be acquitted then.
They'll charge him, but then he'll get acquitted because all these police got to do now is say they think they were scared or they felt like it was. That's what I feel like. That's all this shit is saying is if the police think they fear in their life.
Oh, my life was in danger.
They can use excessive force against you.
Mike Brown
that don't mean
like
that don't necessarily mean they kill you all the time, but that don't mean they. Even if they don't kill you or hurt you, that still don't mean they ain't violating your civil rights, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the police do it all the time. Like me myself, I've been blessed lately and lucky enough I ain't had no contact with the police, but I don't necessarily put myself in a position to be dealing with them. But that don't mean I won't get pulled over and they start acting like a dick towards me. And then if usually when I'm legit and I know I'm legit, Prez, if I know the police wrong, I talk to them just like I talk to anybody else. But if I do that now, they can say they were scared for their life, and they fucking tase me or beat me the fuck up, lock me up for obstruction, and do all that old fuck shit.
Yeah. You're
just
at the
to try
mercy.
to intimidate. Yeah, we at the mercy of some cop having a bad day, pretty much. Maybe.
Yeah. And
even if I do piss a cop off, do that mean you got to kill me because of it?
No, exactly. Human life is we're only given one life. And a lot of these guys, I think they get in the academy because it's thrill to them. You know what I'm saying? They want to fucking throw around their badge and their authority. And I'm not saying there's not any good cops. I know that there's some out there that genuinely want to try to do things. Like I saw this little video that this little girl called 911. Did you see that video? She calls 911, and the operator calls back. And the little girl's about 5-6 years old. She started crying, saying she wanted a Christmas tree. Well, here comes two cops bringing her a Christmas tree and decorations. Now, is that propaganda? Is that okay? Here's a piece to make the police look good, or was that some genuine shit? I don't know, but
it could be some propaganda, but it could be some real shit. But I just take my experiences. I know some cool cops. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a cousin that's married to one, but I'm pretty sure for everybody to say he a cool cop, somebody could probably say he a bad cop. Like, that's always your perception of the police in general.
Yeah.
And when you come from certain areas, like you don't realize there's some good cops until you come across a good cop, and it shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't be that way. We shouldn't have to wait for something to happen for us to say fuck the police, or you know what I'm saying. All the police should be the same. Like, they work for us. They're supposed to be to protect and serve. But typically in certain areas and the way certain people raise, they don't come up with that thinking. Like, how many young children that you know, if you tell them, oh, here come the police, they are automatically looking like, oh, here come the police. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen people do that to their kids, and like, how do the kids even know that police should be somebody you looking around for? When we was kids, they tried to promote, you want to be a police officer, firefighter. I don't hear no kids growing up talking about they want to be the police no more, but they steady become police officers because, like you said, it's a little punk kid or somebody that got pushed around or something. And some of them, when they become police officers, they use that force or that authority that they got, and they go to their head and then overexert that force that they got.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate, you know. But
and that's fucked up, man. It shouldn't be like that, but that's the way it is.
Well, in you know, the taxpayers, we pay the salaries of you know, the police, but who actually do they protect and serve? You know what I'm saying? I think in the poor communities, what they're doing is they're making quotas. They're going out there, they're pulling people over, trying to get as much drugs.
And
as
the only
they
thing
can.
they protect are their own personal interests, like banks and shit like that.
Like
shit that's nice in the neighborhood.
In Ferguson, they were all there at the banks.
They protect their interests. That's what I call it. They protect their interests, and everything else is just whatever. And the people have to just get whatever they can. And you always gonna have ignorant motherfuckers anyway.
Yeah.
So in the midst of everyday motherfuckers living around, ignorant motherfuckers, and the bullshit that's going on, people tend to stay by themselves and ain't nothing. That's why won't nothing happen. Like what Paris was just saying, the people too quick to be, let's get back to our own lives. And yeah, this is the topic of the moment. But like you said, they don't even talk about Trayvon for real.
No. He was quickly forgotten about. You know what I'm saying? Now you look at the Jews. The Jews are never going to let you forget about the Holocaust. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck no.
They're never going to let you forget about the Holocaust. You know what I'm saying? But Trayvon, you know what I'm saying, we all forgot about him real quick. You know what I'm saying? And other people, too. There's a lot of other people that don't even get the publicity.
Exactly. Just like look at Emmett Till, for instance. People didn't start talking about Emmett Till for real again until this shit with Trayvon Martin happened. But they could have been talking about him every year. They could have been talking about him every. They only bring up with Trayvon Martin. They forgot about him, but they brung him up again when the shit that happened with Mike Brown. And then the next time a black kid to get killed or something like this, they bring up Mike Brown again and Trayvon Martin and Emmett Till. That's the only time. There's no continuation with the same problems that's been going on since way before we was even thought of. There's no continuation with it, and that's why they continue to get away with that shit, man.
It is.
Because it ain't been a real revolution since the Revolutionary War, for real, and the Civil War. Other than that, it ain't been no real revolution in this country.
Not in America. You know what I'm saying? You look at Myanmar, which is formerly known as Burma. They've been fighting the Civil War for 60 some odd years, and it takes Rambo to tell us this. It takes fucking Sylvester Stallone to put it in a movie to tell us this, because the goddamn media ain't telling us nothing about what's going on in Burma.
Yep. You know what I'm saying? Like my girlfriend, her dad, they country, they won their independence in like the early 90s. They was fighting Civil War in Ethiopia and Eritrea for hella years, and but it ain't been no revolution here since the free slaves. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't been no bloodshed on this land, man. For real,
just genocide.
The only blood that's getting spilled is when the government spill it. That's it.
Yeah. Just governmental genocide, governmental created genocide. And that's bad enough. They always say America is the number one nation. Yeah, we're the number one in murders. We're the number one in people dying of cancer. The number one in heart attacks. We're the number one in all the negative shit. But that's what it is, folks. That's our reality. We all have to live in it. We can either do something about it, or we just got to swallow the fucking pill. And unfortunately, until everybody decides to click up and we forget about all this divide and conquer shit and come together, man, we're fucked. You know what I'm saying? The billionaire banksters and the elite, they got a stranglehold grip on this fucking, well, this planet, really, to be honest with you. But I want to, enough doom and gloom for tonight. I want to talk about, you know what I'm saying, shout out to Skinny. His birthday's tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? Hit up his page, wish him a happy birthday, but he'll tell you it's just another day to him. But, you know, he's a huge part of UGS. You need production. That dude right there, the guy I recommend, you know what I'm saying, go to UGSforlife.com. We got a tab up there, production, hit it. You know what I'm saying, get some beats from Skinny. But have the
one thing I say about Skinny, though, Fred, is Skinny a real dude because he do things because he like to do them too. He don't do things just so he can get something up out of a motherfucker either.
No.
He'll throw motherfucker shit. If he fuck with you, he fuck with you.
Yeah.
So fuck with him, and he ain't going for that okie doke shit. He's not one of them types.
No. If you're one of the people that are true to your word and you're real, and you know, he's definitely one of those guys. But pay him. You know what I'm saying? Give him his money. He's got bills just like the rest of us. You know what I'm saying? You need mixing and mastering done. Of course, get at Jerry. You need artwork. You know I'm going to tell you get at Six. That's the only motherfucker I recommend. Shit. Other than that, you know what I'm saying, check us out tomorrow and Wednesday. We got, you know what I'm saying, episode 61 and 62 of Underground Classics. So we got, this is the first time that BG has done two back-to-back
all
episodes.
Week on their ass, ain't it, Fred?
Yeah,
all week.
I don't know when we're going to stop because from now until next Monday, we're booked solid. You know what I'm saying, every night. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to try to get something popping next Monday, and I'm going to keep it going. You know what I'm saying? Any night we don't have a show, if we don't have Underground Classics, then we're going to have another Murder Master Music show, or we're going to have a KFYB Greatest Hits, or, you know, something to give the people every night of the week possible.
Right, and even if we don't have a show, they can just go to UGSforlife.com and you can hear every show we've ever done right from now. So you can get your fix all week.
Yeah, definitely.
We like the Route 66 of this internet radio shit. You can get your kicks on Route 66. We got hella shows. You can just go from coast to coast.
Hundreds of shows, man. You know, this is tonight's episode 160. You guys, KFYB's past the 120 mark. Church to Reality is going to hit show number 80. Also, shout out to Dome, shout out to the webmaster, you know what I'm saying, for keeping the site going and keeping it up and running for us and doing what he does. And we couldn't do this shit without him, you know what I'm saying.
No.
Shout out to all the supporters, you know what I'm saying, that support the show. Keep fucking with us. And, other than that, you know what I'm saying, we're out this bitch. We'll see you guys, Thursday with DJ Paul. But tomorrow, tune in 9 p.m. Central Underground Classics, episode 61. We'll see you guys Thursday. Peace.
UGS for life, you bitches.